This is the Manchester Football Social. Forever Blue with Ian Cheeseman.
Yeah, welcome along again. It's another hour of City action. Manchester City, that is, on XS Manchester, which is, of course, a City station, 106.1 FM. When I say a City station, I mean the City of Manchester Stadium. There are football socials all week. On a Monday, there's analysis of the weekend. Then on Tuesday, it's Forever Blue. On Wednesday, it's the Wednesday Club when Joe's here and Steve and Alex, and we have a bit of fun on Wednesday with quizzes and all sorts of stuff. Thursday, I don't talk about that. That's the black hole of the football social. It's the full-time Devils takeover. Oh, I've said it now. And on Friday, they'll look ahead to the weekend. So there's loads of football socials here on XS Manchester, but this is the best one, isn't it? Forever Blue. I'm Ian Cheeseman. Alongside me tonight is the City legend, that is David White. You've had a shave, Dave.
I know,
where's the beard gone?
Forever. No idea. Took me forever. Took me about 7 razors. But it's gone.
We've got, as well as tonight, I've been asking people if they want anything discussing, and we've got 2 guests with us in a moment I'll introduce. But you've also put out a little challenge to support us tonight, haven't you?
Yeah, well, last time I was here, you promised to give me my own little spot.
So you've got your own spot.
I feel like God on the go for or something. After 50 years of my life, I've got my own spot in a radio show. So, no, I do this thing people might know, called Whitey Sevens on obsessed with the number 7 and obviously the shirt number 7 whilst we're at City. So I do Whitey Sevens on social media, on my Twitter and generally, mainly on my Facebook. So, yes, so I've put one on today, which we're going to have a little fun with tonight. So basically this one is your all-time City Dream 7-a-side team. I need to just describe it a little bit more because I'm picturing the pitch. The pitch is, as we used to do in training most days, so the corner flags would be the front corners of the penalty box. The goals, we had mobile goals, had been moved to... So basically you're playing on probably 2/3 of a pitch, so you've got to consider that because that's going to be the size of the pitch. You've got full-size goals, it's outdoor, it's not an indoor game.
No walls.
Absolutely no walls. No, not like the head tennis gym. So you're looking. I think you're looking for box. It's not just pick your 7 best players, or you can play whatever formation you want. You're looking for box-to-box players with energy. You're looking for versatile players. Not going to be an awful lot going on out wide. So that's my excuse for not getting picked by anybody. And the ball's going to be generally on the floor. So those are the players you've got to pick. And we've had a few today come in. Colin Lowndes, he's gone for Joe Hart. Ian Brightwell, Company, Paul Lake, David Silva, Kincladze and Aguero. I think we're going to see that name Aguero feature quite a lot. Dean Walsh, Hart, Company, Morrison, Silva, Bruyne, Aguero, and then some reason at the side, Bell. I don't know why he's over there. Everson, I don't know who he is. I think it's Edison. Company, Teato, Lake, Kincladze, Silva, Aguero. That's Jonathan Taylor. Martin Stubbs, Tony Colton. Best wishes to Tony Colton, by the way. I only found out today he's had a sort of major heart surgery a couple of weeks ago. I believe he's doing great, but
best wishes, TC.
Yeah, fantastic keeper, fantastic guy. So hope he has a speedy recovery. Tony Colton, Zaba, Dave Watson, Colin Bell, Silva, KDB and Aguero. Howard, Phoebe, Corrigan, Watson, Bell, Barnes, Stewart, Aguero and Doyle. I don't know where Mike Doyle suddenly appeared up front in that one, but he has. But that's a throwback to my era of watching. Then Stephen Braithwaite, another sort of shout out to TC. It's TC plus any 6 from the present team, which we'll go with. Another one here from David Silva, Antonio Felipe. I don't think that's his real name. Big Joe Corrigan, Zabaleta, Vinny, Paul Power, De Bruyne, Silva, Aguero with a million O's. Jack Tolley has gone with, I think this must be tongue-in-cheek, Wright, Some, Benaim, Boyata, Musampa, McManaman and Joe. I don't think they'll be making the ultimate 11. Sean Pickles, Colton Dunn, Company, Fernandinho, Silva, De Bruyne, Aguero, and then Ian Middlehurst, Colton, Watson, Company, Silva, Kinky, Benabia and Aguero.
Right, now, if you want to get involved, 87711 is our text number. So that's the way to do it. Put your name on it, put your 7, and I suppose you could say where you're from as well if you like, but 87711. I'll give you that number out again in a second too, 87711. So David White's with me, I'm Ian Cheeseman. We've got two fans today because it's after the blank weekend in the middle of the international break. Rather than talk to a couple of other ex-City players, which I love to do, I thought I'd bring in a couple of fans today. So we've got two in the studio with us. The first is Emily, so just tell us your background, Emily.
I'm Emily. You'll probably know me from doing a few podcasts, writing for King of the Kippax for 20 years, and I also used to do a popular radio show with Ian. We won't say the name.
And there's Matty as well.
Hi, I'm Matthew Dove. You probably won't know me, but I'm the under-25 representative for City Matters, which is a new initiative by Man City to try and have a voice between the fans and the club. So you might know me from that and a few podcasts, etc., etc.
Right, I promised to give you that text number again, just in case it wasn't lodging with you, 87711. Now, you can use that number to either do one of Whitey's Sevens, which is the greatest City team that would play in that formation. A lot of limitations on that, Whitey. 2/3 of a pitch and full-size goals and all. I don't think everybody goes along with that. I think they just go with instinct, don't they?
Yeah, but I'm saying it's something different. So when you see my team later, it's going to be about all those things.
You thought it through. I can
picture it. I can see it.
Fair enough. Well, I don't know if mine will fit into your criteria. But the other thing you might want to do today, because I thought one of the reasons I got the two fans in is to talk about any City matters you want. Now, you can lead the agenda tonight rather than me, which I don't mind, and I do it most of the time, come in here and have my own questions and my own structure of what I want to do. I'm quite happy tonight to let you lead the way. Now, the two fans themselves can lead the way if there's some subject that you want to talk about, but equally, if you want to ask us a question, then you can do. Now, one of the questions that's come in via Twitter or Facebook, and people have been commenting on my Ian Cheeseman Forever Blue Facebook or on my Twitter account, but as I say, 87711, it's clearly Raheem Sterling. I think because he scored the 2 goals for England last night, because I think I'm safe in saying he's very, very popular among City supporters who have a lot of love for him, but there is a perception out there that the media and or fans of other clubs don't quite share that affection for Raheem. I think he's a subject that a lot of people want us to speak about. So let me ask you, David, first of all, but let's say from the two fans as well, Raheem Sterling, I mean, discuss.
I think it was amazing. Like, this is what we need to see. We see him doing it regular for City. I think we have done over the last couple of years. He did maybe have a shaky start, a shaky period at City, but he's been. I think he's an absolutely wonderful player. And when you go to step up to international level, you if you're not scoring, that's what you're judged on. He's not really a forward player. If you look at his output, certainly in terms of City, he's better than one in 3 goals wise. He's a wide player. I know he's more of a forward player now than he probably was under. In previous seasons, but ultimately he's a wide player who works his socks off. He works hard. He defends. So I think he scored 35 goals in 104 league goals for City, which I know they do great, and they get goals. So you are going to score more goals. England level, I think it's more like 1 in 10, which is obviously at this stage disappointing. But you can definitely get to a point where you're under sort of severe criticism, where your confidence is going to drop at that level. And I think he's an absolute wonderful player. He's tons of energy. And I think it's just sometimes just pulling the trigger, and over in Spain for England, that's exactly what he did. His first touch was great, and he saw where he needed to put the ball and he hit the target, which was amazing.
This is typical. Somebody on the Facebook account has put, as I think this is a mock-up. I'm sure this can't be right today, surely, but it's a Daily Mail front or back cover or whatever, and it says, unless Raheem Sterling, useless Raheem Sterling fails to score a hat-trick. Now, surely that's going too far, but there is a general perception out there among a lot of City fans that there is a negative agenda, that Raheem Sterling, is pictured going into a pound shop or whatever, and it's front page news, or he buys his mum a house. I think that was a story, wasn't it? Whereas another player, I think Phil Foden might have done something like that, and it's like Foden generously gives a home to his mum, whereas Raheem Sterling splashes his cash and his bling, and it's different uses of language. I must admit, I don't see it as much as other people do. However, I accept that people have that perception. Do you think that's fair? I mean, what about you two as fans?
Yeah, I've seen it. Somebody who I follow on Twitter did a really long thread posting every single Daily Mail article that was negative towards him, and there was plenty to go at. Whether he's going in Poundland or Primark or Greggs or splashing the cash and buying his mum a house, because that's what I'd do if I had the money, without a shadow of a doubt.
Me too.
But I went into a pub watching the World Cup in the summer in the middle of Manchester. Every player at the beginning, at the starting lineup, got Sterling. The whole pub booed him before he'd even kicked a ball. And I was like absolutely baffled.
This is a Manchester pub.
Manchester, right in the centre of Manchester. So it's obviously, I don't know, Liverpool and United fans in there for some reason. But yeah, booing him when he was touching the ball. They were watching the game and booing the screen when he got the ball. It was the
same reaction given out when Kyle Walker or John Stones was named. So it's not as tribal as that. Then it's something personal by the sounds of it.
Absolutely, but it's absolutely staggering because City fans can see how good he is. You know, there's some kind of witch hunt against him. It just baffles me, but I thought he had a decent World Cup. You know, people who understand football can really appreciate Raheem Sterling. People who are a little bit short-sighted and only see him as a goal-scoring player don't really get it. That's not what he's about. He's about so much more than that, and for City he's just been superb.
I think the reason why City fans and Sterling have that strong relationship now is because of the amount of hate he's got from the outside world. It's almost as if we as fans have to protect him. And I really don't understand the criticism he gets. You mentioned about the Daily Mail articles and stuff like that, and it's bizarre. We as City fans obviously get behind him and we want him to do so well, mostly because of, well, he's a City player first of all, but mostly because of the hate he gets from everyone else. And he is a really good player, and he scored over 20 goals for us last season, and partly because of the way Pep plays, it allows him to get more goals. But I think he is a terrific young player, and he is only 23, same age as me, which is still so young, and he's got bags of ability, and we haven't seen the best of him yet. I can't wait to see what he can produce next.